Like, for example, writing articles. Let's take that for example, because I kind of have a bit of a background there. You have to start for free. Be it for yourself or for someone else, you have to start for free. I'm doing good, Batarzan. What about you? Because you gotta write, right? And no one's gonna pay a writer who hasn't written shit. That's not how life works. So you have to start for free. You can choose to do it for yourself, or you can try to get into a box that will grant you that exposure that you can put into your portfolio, and that does help. For example, Andrew Hayward, he does a lot of written articles about Rocket League and a bunch of other games, and his articles are great. And he writes for Red Bull Esports. He writes for a lot of you know, those big companies that do pay their writers. But he started a year for free to get that experience, to get that portfolio, and now he's doing his dream job, and he's doing an excellent job at it. Like, he's great. I love his articles. But he had to start for free because no one's gonna ever hire someone with no experience in those kind of fields. It's never gonna happen. Now, if you choose to create that experience for yourself and write things for yourself, you can do so. But if you're gonna do it for free, why not do it with people that can surround you with help, with editors and stuff? Maybe they can't pay you, but being in that ecosystem already helps a lot. It's worth something. Actually do the work. Okay, we're fine. Whew. I did not want to miss that. Like, no one will fucking hire you to write articles if you haven't written shit in your life. Why do we have so many great subjects today? I don't know. Today's been a fantastic fucking stream. Literally like the best one of the week, easily. Yeah, you clearly shouldn't be offering your service as an editor anymore. Yeah, but if you want to start, you need to start somewhere. You know? Like, if someone would approach me, let's say for example, someone approaches me because like I said, I'd like someone to edit my vids for me. But I'm never gonna advertise like, hey guys, I'm looking for a video editor, and I'm not gonna pay you. Like, I'm not gonna advertise that because I know that's shitty. But if someone would come to me and say, hey, you know, Classic, like, I did a bit of video editing, but like not really, but it's really something I want to get into seriously. Like, I would be upfront about it that, you know, I can't pay you. You know that, right? I'm always gonna credit them, but there's like, I can't pay you. So that is a relationship that could eventually work, because by the time he gathers that experience, I might be at a stage where I can actually pay him now. Because if I could, I would. I'd be a bad example, but I had never been worried about working for exposure. No, for sure. That's not like, you don't work for free for people for exposure. You work for experience. That's not the same thing. If you can get both, that's great. But if you work for experience, that has weight in a portfolio, and not only for the portfolio, but for your skill set also. Going to someone is a difference. It is, yes. Like I said, I will never advertise like, hey guys, I'm looking for a video editor, free work. Not gonna happen. If someone comes to me and I like the mindset and whatever, and they are willing to do it for free because they're a beginner and they want to get better, then that's entirely different. I think we just confuse a lot of like exposure rather than experience. Like, if you work for free, your most valuable thing you're gonna get out of it is the experience, not the exposure. Hey, it would be good. Yeah, I do have a problem with that too, Toothless. I would never approach someone to say, can you work for me? I'm gonna give you good exposure, especially since it would not be true. And like you said, people that can actually provide great exposure usually can pay you. Like, I'm not saying work for free 40 hours a week for 3 years. That's not what I say, you know? If you can get paid to get it, it's ideal, but not always possible. Exactly. It's not always possible. Like, if you can get both, that's the fucking life. I feel like if you are willing to do work for free, it needs to be in a set time frame, and you know, you need to know where to draw the line. I feel like if you have no experience, it's okay to work for free to gain that experience. If you are someone who is very experimented in their field, then fucking don't work for free because you're doing professional work. Get my point? Like, I feel like it's really bad to come to people like, hey, you should work for, like, to me for free, I'm gonna give you exposure. It's as bad as someone who's never done like video editing and would come to me and say, oh, I will do videos for you for like $100 per videos. I would be like, fuck you. You have never done shit in your life. I'm not gonna pay you $100. Oh my god. Faking? Definitely planned. Got him. Got him. I make commercials for a living. People that charge $100 per hour are the bane of my existence. What do you mean? I mean, professional rates are very different, you know? Yeah, all planned. Easy fakes, guys. Yeah, because like you did a lot of work for free. Like that was an like tremendous effort. Like I've been approached by some people to like do vids for them. And I was like, okay, am I gonna like, and to upload on their channel, of course. I was like, am I gonna be compensated? They were like, well, no. I'm like, okay, well, that's, you know, that's not gonna happen. Because like, they, first of all, they have no real exposure. And even if they did, I probably would not. Because like I said, I believe that you work for free for experience, not exposure. And if I'm gonna if I want to make videos and gain experience by that, I'm gonna do it on my own channel. Because if I'm gonna work for free, I'd rather work for myself for free, you know. But like even if they offered like $20 for if the videos that they want would take me like fucking 10 hours to make, like no, that's still not gonna happen, you know. And I've been approached for that. Like that's not gonna happen. Today's been nuts, man. Like just want to take a few like seconds to like thank y'all of how nutty today's been. Like the talks, the shots, even like I did a sick double tap earlier. That was nutty. I did a commercial for a window class cleaner that was a blah 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 for free. 10 hours film, 20 hours, and 10 hours was a bit of a waste. So here, like, we have 40 hours of work. So basically a week's worth of work for free. I can definitely understand how that feels like a bit of a waste. That is a lot of work for very little gain. I do understand that. The only side you can see that is good is even if you did it for yourself and have your own YouTube channel, like you would have done it for free anyways. I think it would have been better, but at least you got the experience, and that is valuable. My opinion is if somebody asks you to integrate something for the channel, it never should be free. Pay will be set with your entitlement. If you are the one offering to do once again, you shouldn't mean to do it for free. Being the one is different, so you should always have a good talk about the paying his budget. I mean, in an ideal world, for sure. Like, if I had the budget, I would definitely fucking pay an editor. Hell, there's no doubt about that. I'm never gonna have, like, if I have the finances for it, I'm never gonna have an editor that I'm not gonna pay. That's for sure. Hell, if I could, I would pay my fucking mods. If you had a choice between unpaid work that will move you toward your goals versus not doing anything in line with future goals, you should do the unpaid work and miss future work. I agree with Black, for sure. I agree with Black APs. Night in the world, like we said, you need to get the experience. Like, if you have a goal, okay, if your goal is to get here in whatever field and you're here currently, you need the experience. How are you going to get it? You have multiple choice. You can have a degree. You can go to school. You can work for yourself and do it for yourself. If it's like graphic design and video editing, you can do that for free for yourself. Like I know a lot of graphic designers who just straight up designed logos alone for like no one, just because they needed practice and they needed a portfolio, and that's what they did, and they got better and better and better. And what is really important is that experience really trumps that fucking exposure and whatnot, because when a client will go to your website and looks at your portfolio, at least personally, I do not give a fuck who you worked for. I want to see what you did. And if what you did is great, fantastic. You know, I don't care who it was made to or for. Like if I go to, let's say I want to remake my logo. Okay, like exactly what happened for my classic logo in cursive. That I low-key kind of abandoned, but not really. Whatever. This logo. What happened is there was a designer who hung out in chat. He talked, and you know, I always ask you guys what you do for a living. And he said, oh, I make logos and whatnot. And at that time I was looking for a logo, so I go on his website and I see the logos he did, and I was like, holy shit, it's exactly what I want. At that point in time, it's exactly what I wanted. And it was fucking beautiful. So I approached him, and of course I paid him. And I was like, hey, I will have a commission for you. Like, if he did those logos, the ones that I saw that made me buy it, I have no clue if he did them for free, alone, or whatever. The only thing that matters is he did them. So I had something to know, like how good he is. And it got him a sale. And that's just ideal. So what I'm trying to say is not work for exposure all the time. Fuck no. But you need to get that experience somewhere, and doing work for free and getting that experience is more valuable than not doing the work. Like, if you want to be a video editor and you have never edited shit, and you go to a media company, a professional one, and say, oh, guys, hire me, I'm going to be a video editor. And they'll be, all right, what have you done? Well, nothing. Okay, well, we're not going to hire you because you did nothing. So the person's going to be, all right, well, I need to do some shit. They will find literally zero person who's willing to hire them if they've done nothing. So they will have to work for free. Now you have the options. Do you work for free for yourself, for like your own channel if you can, or if you do logos, you just create logos out of thin air for no one, or you can try and pair that with working with someone who's more experienced and they can also mentor you at the same time. So for example, being a writer for articles, you can go work. There's a couple websites that do publish articles. You can offer your services for free, and the experience that you will get by writing, by having mentors around you, by knowing what it is to deal with deadlines, this is worth something. The hard part is to know where to draw the line to, like, okay, now I'm experienced enough, I deserve a pay, and I'm not going to do any more work for free because now I know that I have the leverage to actually get paid. That's how I think this whole ordeal of working for free, working for exposure works, but I might be wrong, So that's that was a huge rant. Holy shit! But I think it's really important because I've seen a lot of people wanting to be paid upfront for everything at the start, and it's just not the reality of things. You're not gonna get hired if you have done nothing. Now you just have multiple choice of how you actually get that first experience.